Google Slides is a tool that is very similar to Microsoft PowerPoints, but it is in a Google format. It is part of the Google Suite, so you are able to create online PowerPoints from anywhere within your Google account. When I say anywhere, it means that it is web or app-based, so you can use your laptop or desktop to create your Google Slides, or you can download the Google Slides app and create them from your phone or tablet. Like with Google Docs and other Google products, you can collaborate or share as view only. You can also, these slides link right within your Google Drive, which is your storage area, because they're all part of the same product. All of your slides and docs will link right within your Google Drive and be saved there. You can also upload non-PowerPoints that you've created. So say that you created a PowerPoint that was not a Google slide originally, and it will convert them into a Google slide for you. And then it's got some extra tools within Google Slides that you can use for audience engagement. So now let's check it out. So to begin, you want to log into your Google account, and you should see your waffle up in the top right area. And you will see your Google Drive, of course, which is where your already created Google Slides will be. But you want to find Google Slides. I've added a shortcut to mine here, but you can choose more and then even more from Google, because if it isn't in the waffle area, it will take you to this page to where you can actually find all of the different Google products. And so if you're looking here, you'll see that Google Slides is part of those products. Then we'll just go to Google Slides, and then it will show a listing of all your previous Google Slides that you've created, or ones that you've opened that were owned by other people, or ones that you've converted from a PowerPoint into Google Slides. So you'll see all of those there. You can choose to make a blank one, or you can choose to look at the template gallery, and these are just some that are PowerPoint templates, Google Slide templates that you can choose to use and adopt. So we'll start a blank one. And as you see, it's going to look very similar to PowerPoint. You'll have your slide sorter here over the side, you'll have your editor, and then over here you have themes. And so right here you're able to just scroll and pick whatever theme you want for your PowerPoint, whichever one you select. And you can always get back to the theme area by choosing theme here. So you can always change whatever theme that you would like. You can also change the background if you want to. So this background color is black, but I could change it maybe to a different color if I wanted to. I can import an image to be used as my background if I wanted to. And so I can add these in. I can add them to my theme, or I can just totally reset my theme if I want to. So that's how I can add in my background slides. And again, that was under theme. In addition, I can do layout, and this lets me pick the different types of layouts I want to use. So, the ones where you have the title, the ones where you have the title and the picture. And again, this is very similar to what you're used to doing in PowerPoint. So you can see the different layout possibilities. And you just simply type in your text and add whatever you would like. In addition, you can add lines, shapes, images, or text box. When you choose to do an image, you can upload from your computer, you can pull it from your file drive or photos, or you can even use your camera and take a picture using your webcam. If you search the web, you're able to search the web right from within here, and you're able to pick your image, and it will just insert it right in. So it's not like you have to go out on the internet, save the image, and then try to import it in. You can search right within your Google slide. Again, a lot of this is very similar to what you're used to doing in PowerPoint, but I'll walk through a couple of exceptions. So first of all, you probably want to give it a name so that it does auto-save in your drive, but it's nice to have a name so you'll know what it is. So under File, you can choose to download it as a PowerPoint. So maybe I created it as a slide, but for some reason I need it downloaded as a PowerPoint to submit it somewhere. So you can always download it as a PowerPoint. You can email it as an attachment. You can make it available offline, and that will allow you from your, if you download the Google extension, that will allow you to edit offline, then you should be able to do so. You can also see your version history. So this lets me see at 10:32, this is what my PowerPoint looked like, and at 10:35, this is what it looked like. So you could see the different edits there, and you can see that a total of 35 edits have been made, and I can actually click through all of those different edits to see what went on as I was making those edits if I wanted to. To add additional slides, you just simply click this icon here, and then you can choose whichever one that you would like to add in. Also, notice here at the bottom, you can add speaker notes, just like you're used to doing within regular PowerPoint. Also, just like within PowerPoint, you can add animations to your individual pieces on your slides or transitions. So that would be under View and then Animations. You can choose to make a slide transition if you want to, and you can choose how fast or slow it goes. You can also apply it to all the slides so you don't have to do it for every single one. And then you can animate specific pieces. So I can choose this, select to animate, have it fly in from the right on click or whenever I want it to. And again, I can do it just like this is very similar to what would be occurring when you are doing a regular PowerPoint. And so again, it's already got the fade because I already put that in, but I can choose to add an animation and have it fade in on click. And then as I click, it would just fade in. So again, you can add in your transitions in your slides right from within there. Under the Insert tab, you're able to pull in images like we have already done. Also, by just searching the web, you can pull in an image there. Or you can also pull in a text box, video shapes, tables if you would like, charts you can create, or diagrams. And so if you choose diagrams, it will give you some options here that you can choose from. So you can choose a grid, a hierarchy, a timeline, a cycle, all of the different ones that you would like to choose. And then from there, it gives you even more options. This is similar to what PowerPoint calls Smart Art. So after choosing so, you can also customize it. So like these are cycles and you can choose to have 3 steps in your cycle, 4 steps in your cycle, 5 steps in your cycle. You can choose whichever ones you want there. Select it. You can even change the color of it if you want to. And then just like with Smart Art, it is now within your slide. And you can continue to edit it, adding in your text as necessary. So again, there's lots of different components you can do within your charts area. If you want to do fancy lettering, you can use word art, and then you just type in the word that you want to have, and then it will display it in, and then you can very easily customize it just like you would in regular PowerPoint. You can just change the color of it, change the font of it, add in lines, whatever you would like to do to create the rest of your smart art. You can also pull a video right within your slide. So under Insert Video, you can search right within video, search right within YouTube, and pull in the video that will display right in the PowerPoint. So you can display that and search that right within. Another neat tip is under your slides area, you can choose to skip a slide. So if maybe this was a slide that I was building or I didn't want this particular group to see it because it didn't apply to them, I can choose skip slide and it'll kind of gray it out. And so when I'm going through presenting, it will actually just skip over that slide. And so the audience won't see it, but it'll still be in the slide deck because I'm using it later. A couple of other neat tools are under the Tools area. One is Explore, and it will allow you to search documents in the web for different components. I can then see from the web, or I can see images, or I can see things from my drive. I can even look at what that is taking me to. And so I'm able to see image results as I begin to explore. Another neat tool is the voice typing of the speaker notes. So you would choose this, and then you would turn on your voice typing, and you would talk, and it would type what you were saying. So the beach is a wonderful place to live or to visit. There is high tide and low tide. So notice that it doesn't, it doesn't break sentences up, or it doesn't put in periods unless you tell it to do so. So what we could actually do is rephrase it. The beach is a wonderful place to visit, period. There is high tide and low tide, period. There is lots to do at the beach, period. And then it would create those speaker notes with the correct formatting as well, all using that audio, which is right under Tools. In addition to the built-in features of Google Slides, you can include add-ons. So these are add-ons. These are extra things that can be added into your Google Slides account so that you can use them when creating Google Slides. So again, some of these might be Pear Deck for Google Slides. You can just look through here and find different ones that you think might be appealing to be used. So for example, Shutterstock Editor, it would allow me to edit files or edit slides right within there. Shape app allows me to manipulate shapes on my Google slide. So again, all these different things that I can add in. You can also sort the add-ins by education, by business, by whatever that you're using. You can sort specifically by those. So let's try out this add-on. We'll select it. We can see what it's about. And then we'll choose to add it into our Google Slides. So we're going to allow it to be added in as an add-on. And then we'll be able to see it from within our add-ons. We'll be able to see it there. Then I can choose to create my chart. And again, we're using an add-on. We're not actually using the Google slide itself. So now I can come in, and again, this is the slide itself. And I can choose to come in and add a chart. And again, this is using this add-on. So maybe I choose to do so. So this would allow me to create a design, go back to slides, and then within it I should be able to pick my slide. So then from here I can choose my diagram, and it would allow me to insert it right within my Google Slides. So again, this is mainly just showing you the add-ons. So you can just get to the add-ons, and those are an additional things that are available within your Google Slides. In addition to creating the slide yourself, you can choose to share it. Right now it's private only to me, so that means only I can edit it. But I can choose share, and I can add in individual people to be able to collaborate with me. So in that sense, they would be able to edit it, comment, or view. So in that case, I could add in someone and give them the ability to edit this document with me, which again is great for collaboration. I could add a note. And that would send them an email saying, hey, this person has given you access to edit these slides, and then it would show you the little message. Now, that one is a great one for inviting one or two people. What if you're inviting a whole group of people and you don't want to have to add in their emails individually? You can do get shareable link, and then you can choose to let people view, edit, or comment, and then send that link. So anybody with that link will be able to edit. So again, you can do it individually, or you can do it via link, which will give you more access to more individuals. Now that that person has actually entered, I can see them up here. So that's another Autumn Schaefer. So I'm able to edit, and then they're editing as well. Also right here is a chat area. So I can start to chat with this person. And it would actually start a chat, and then this person can actually type back and forth to me in addition to editing the slides. And so they can talk back and forth. So this is Autumn 1, if you will, and this is Autumn 2. And so they're talking back and forth. In addition, that person can actually begin to edit the slides, and you can see those edits taking place. So you can see them adding in another slide. You can see them adding text onto it. You can see all of this happening right within as we're collaborating all at the same time. She's able to do these edits, and you're able to see them happening in real time. And so you're seeing this is the one that she's currently editing, and we're able to see that that is what she has edited thus far. Also, when we go to version history by doing edit or doing file version history and seeing those version histories, we're able to see not only things that have been edited, but we're able to see them color coded. So anything that is green are things that Autumn 1 added. Things that are purple are things that Autumn 2 added. So again, you're able to see who added what on each of the slides. In addition to actually making edits, you can also add comments. So I can choose to add a comment here on this slide, and I might say something like, and I can add this comment right onto the slide. Then that person is able to come in and see those comments on the slide, and they can actually comment back. And so you're able to see those different comments going on within each of the slides. So again, you're not actually editing the slide itself, you're almost having a conversation about those slides. If we decide to make a change and you go ahead and make that change, you can mark it as resolved, and it will disappear from the slide so it doesn't junk up the whole slides, but it doesn't disappear altogether because you can come up here and see the slide history. So you're able to see what was posted on that slide. You're able to see whatever comments there were, and you're able to reopen it if you need to. So you can just choose to reopen it, or you can simply add a reply. So when you're ready to present the PowerPoint or the Google slide, you simply come up to the top and choose to present from beginning. And notice here that you actually have some features that you can use during the presentation. So you can choose these icons to move back and forth through the slides if you wanted to. You could also just have it on play to where it would just auto play those slides, or you could again choose to manually click them. Also, right within here, you can choose to play the video, and the video would play right within YouTube. You can jump to different parts of the video that you would like. You can also choose to see the notes pop up on a different screen. So if you had created speaker notes, you would be able to see those on the screen. So like this one was a speaker note that I had added, so I'd be able to see this. This works particularly well if you have dual screens and you could put this on another screen so it's not on top of your presentation. You would be able to see those speaker notes and then jump to whatever slide you want to, similar to what you can do within regular PowerPoint. So it also shows you a recording of how much time you have. So if you're on a timer, you'll know, where you are in that process. So in addition to the notes, you can use the pointer. So if we go to a slide maybe that has some different things, I can use the pointer, and then it would allow me to use almost like a little highlighter there. I can use my pointer. Another neat tool is the Caption Tool. So I can choose captions, and as I'm speaking, it will actually show the captions on the page. So of course you would need to have a microphone for the computer to pick you up in that sense, but it will also just go ahead and give you the captions as long as there's a microphone, as long as the computer's able to pick up your audio. So this might be great, perhaps for when you're speaking aloud in presentations if you have a microphone connected, but it also might be great in cases where you are doing a screencast of your PowerPoint, so you're making a video recording of your PowerPoint like I'm doing now, and it would auto create your captions as you speak them. So again, that was the captioning tool. Also, you can choose to make this full screen. You can change the different settings if you want to. Again, open your speaker notes is another tool that you can do as well. Another really great tool within the Google Slides is to use the Q&A. And so that was part of the presentation area here. It'll come up, you'll see speaker notes on one side and then audience tools on the other. So we'll start new. And basically what it does is allow your audience to pull in comments, almost like a back channel. So when you have it turned on, you'll see that this will come up at the top of your screen. And this the people, your audience, your students will need to go to this area, and it will allow them to put in comments and questions and answers as you present. So it's accepting those, they're on, and they just need to go there and post those. So as those questions come in, you can actually choose the Q&A and you're able to see the questions coming in. And so they can be, if the person is signed into their Google account, it will show their name. If they are not, or if they choose to be, it can be anonymous. It'll show you when it came in. Other people can lie thumbs up or thumbs down. So maybe if they have that extra that question themselves, you can choose that. And again, this works particularly well if this were able to be on another screen, and then you could just pull it over as necessary so that it's not on top of your screen. But you're also able to present those questions. So if you want everyone to see that question, you can present it, and it would allow it to be part of your slide deck, and they would be able to see it. And then you are able to just go ahead and answer that question. And if you're interested in seeing what this looks like when you go to it, this is what it looks like there. It tells you it's the Q&A for the sample, which is the name of the presentation. And then basically those people ask the questions. And then they can choose to ask it as themselves or ask it anonymously and then submit it. And then they can also vote up or vote down their question. So that's what it looks like on the user end. And again, they can get to this from anywhere that has internet access. So laptops, tablets, phones, whatnot. They just simply go to this, type in their question, and then you're able to see it right here on the Q&A. And so I'm able to see that new question that just came up. And I'm able to present it if I want to, and I can see that one person thumbed up this question, which means that they obviously have a similar question. So that, again, that is a part that you can use when you're presenting your slides. So when you're complete with your slides, you can always just, it's auto saved in your Google Drive, so you can always just X out of it to be able to come back and edit it later. You would then be able to find that presentation within your Google Drive because it will auto save it there. So you should be able to see it right within your Google Drive, or you should be able to see it right within your Google Slides. And that's a demo of Google Slides.